In today's marketing world, realtors can't ignore the power of video. In today's edition of WVAR Briefing, we talk with Crystal Kennedy of Filminatics, a video production company, to talk about the kinds of things and the types of ways that video can be used to help brand and market realtors. All right, Crystal, thanks for being with us today. What I want to talk to you today about mostly is video. I should say, and let people know in order, full transparency, full disclosure, as they say in real estate business, that I've known you for a while. You did a solo for us for the Country Roads video. You were a Leadership Academy participant. You have a small company known as The Grain. This is my personal West Virginia silhouette cutout that Crystal makes for her company. They make great closing gifts, but I'm not trying to be a salesman for the product. But she does an awesome job. She just started doing this, and it's been pretty successful for her, I think, in the beginning stages. I'll be hanging out on my office wall later today. And along with those other things, you're a real estate agent, you work with Old Colony, and now you're working as an account executive, I guess, or whatever the title is, for Filminatics, a video production company that's new in the area. The place where I get my pants shortened is right next door, so I've walked by it a few times when I've seen it. I've never seen you through the window, though, because you're out there busy. So before we get started into the meat of things, tell us just a little bit about some of the stuff that the company has done in terms of video production.
Okay, well, they work with a variety of businesses. Their idea is to help you promote your business, whether it's your product or service, to help you stand out. And as far as their video production, they will offer things such as video packages, 6-month packages, 12-month packages for people of all walks of life.
Well, I saw a great one. I posted it on, or I reposted it, I guess, on our Facebook page. I think they did for the Human Rights Commission, where a police officer pulled someone over, and it was getting tense, and it was the build up, and then you come to realize that it wasn't getting tense. The person behind the wheel was deaf and couldn't hear the police. It was I thought it was a very powerful video, and it was the overall, I think, commercial was for, or video promotional was for, to let deaf people know that we have these cards that you can carry in your car to hand to police officers. But it was very well done, very powerful video. And have you been doing any of that stuff? Well, I guess I should ask you first, how long have they been around? Because is it a new company, or they just kind of started in Charleston, or?
Well, they opened up their storefront in November of last year, 2017. They have been in business for about 3 years, but they have been doing this their whole lives. They have a true passion for it, and they absolutely love what they do, and they're just amazing at it. As far as the video work is concerned, it's a really good thing to help promote whatever it is you're doing. And as far as real estate's concerned, we've had agents who will promote their listings or themselves for personal branding. So it's really good if you're trying to stand out to use a company like Filminatics to have them help you with the video work, and because they can do things like targeting and put this video in front of the audience that you want it in front of.
So it's not really just video production. They also offer the marketing.
Yes.
Do they do the creepy stuff where, like, I'm on Facebook and all of a sudden the thing that I just ordered on YouTube on the LL Bean shows up on my Facebook page, and so
absolutely,
and they can do that kind of that digital marketing presence,
sponsoring the post, targeting your audience. It's very important to stay on top of that, manage that, and that's what Filminatics does. In addition to the wonderful video work that they do, and we have drone service, a licensed drone pilot, and it's just they're up and coming, and it's a good thing to have them here in Charleston.
Well, we had we know, well, I don't know if you know or not, but obviously by the fact that we're even here today, we believe that video in as many different ways as you can touch your membership or your clients, in that matter, or potential clients, is the way to go, and so much so that you can't graduate from our GRI program until you've produced a promotional video. It doesn't have to be fancy, hire somebody to do it, but to make people familiar with video, because it's not going away. It's the way of the future in terms of marketing, and we know from the stats that more people are out there watching YouTube than are watching DirecTV or whatever other service provider you have for television. It's just people are on YouTube, and where they might be on Facebook for 5 minutes or on Twitter for 6 minutes, they're on YouTube for an average when they get on there for 40 or 50 minutes
Yes.
at a time. And often that's to watch movies of cats falling down steps, but sometimes it's for important things like this. So we see it, we being the association, see it as a huge, basically untapped market for real estate marketing, publicity, and so forth. So you have an expertise in both as a real estate agent, and then working on this for Filmatics. I had a tough time saying that, but tell us if I came and sat down with you and said, "Hey, Crystal, I need you to help me market me better. I want to get more clients. I want to get more listings out there. I want to be more visible." What are you going to tell me? What's my first step?
We would want to direct you into personal branding. So because you're wanting to stand out, you are an agent, you are wanting to be the go-to source in your area. So that's what we would do. We would just push you and what you do online, whether it's, like you said, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these platforms. And it's very important to be consistent and have content constantly on your page.
Now, do you manage that for me, or
we can?
or
Yes.
I mean,
We can do social media management for you as well. We can do social media training if that's what you want to do. But yes, there are many options with Filmatics.
What is so I come to you, and when you say brand, I mean, I know we don't know what branding is, but what if I don't have one? What if I don't have the slightest idea? I don't have a logo. I don't have. I mean, do you take it from
Yes.
step one, bottom floor? Here, let me help you design a logo. Let me help you do this.
We can do all of that, absolutely. So if you know what you want to do, but you just don't have the resources, we would love to sit down and talk with anyone who is interested in branding themselves or promoting their business or their products or services, because we can sit down and brainstorm and figure out what works best for you individually.
Now, do you do along with this kind of digital marketing and media? Do you also and do you have real estate folks who want to say, okay, I want to do this and I want to be on Facebook, but I really want to be on TV. I want a 30-second commercial.
Yeah.
Do you do those?
We do those as well. We'll just format it to where you can use it on Suddenlink or whatever television you want.
And how I'm not trying to get any business secrets from you, but what's the have you had a lot of success? I mean, and I say that in GRI, we would get more luck saying, all right, guys, now I'm going to hand each one of you this needle, and I want you to stick it in your eye. And they'd rather do that than when they just are terrified. And you say, you want to, it's just a 30-second video about
it's
you.
It's a hurdle. People are very, very apprehensive to be in front of the camera. It's natural, I think, to be a little worried about that.
Except for you and I, because we're professionals.
Of course. No, but we're there to help with everything. We'll help prompt you what to say, make you comfortable. We'll script it if needed. We'll hire actors or actresses. We have the resources all in-house for whatever you need to help brand yourself, promote yourself, whatever it is you need.
Have you had any clients, and I'm going to just, when I say clients, it's supposed to be real estate, not some other stuff, but like that come and say, if I just want to do a full package, say,
yes.
So you're going to help me create and market a personal brand.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to help make me get my listings out there in different ways and through social media and whatever, and you might even take me to TV if that's where I want to be, or television spots and so forth. But what overall is I guess what I'm looking for is how do you sell it? Because I'm just going back to that needle in the eye thing. I mean, maybe it's just I'm trying to steal some of your secrets, and we talk about this in our classes and stuff. How do you get over those hurdles with people? It just, because it terrifies them.
Sometimes you just don't. You just have to walk them through it. It's all in your mind, and it's just something that people struggle with. But that's where we come in. We make everyone very comfortable, and it's just the atmosphere. We keep it nice and pleasant, and it's a fun time usually on set.
So it's I guess that along with some of the other work that you do, and have you ever done company work, or do you find more companies? And I'm talking about real estate, but as opposed to an agent at ABC Real Estate, have you ever gone into the whole company of ABC Real Estate wants
Yes.
to create their brand and capture a market.
Well, we didn't create their brand. However, we helped them promote what they already had with a real estate brokerage, and it's worked very well for them. They had a lot of positive feedback from that, and it's.
So you follow up too when you do this
yes.
stuff. Then you're tracking, you're checking the feedback, you're seeing who's watching,
Absolutely.
how many hits, all that kind
Those
of stuff.
analytics are so important to us.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and it's vital because we can go in if to say we target something, we can go in and make sure it's working appropriately for our client and what they're trying to achieve. And if we need to make any adjustments, we do that. So we definitely stay on top of it, monitor it, suggest things, whatever is needed for that particular client.
That's one of the few things that we pounded in people's heads too that they don't get is if you're not monitoring the effectiveness of what you do, how do you know what's working and what's not? How do you know what to think? If you're spending half your advertising budget on billboards and you're getting 2% of your leads on billboards, why are you spending the money there?
And how can you track that?
Right, and you don't know.
Right.
If you don't track what you're doing, even if it's anecdotal and say, how did you find me?
Yeah.
Whatever, but people just don't. They just do what works for them, and they don't.
Yes.
The missed potential is that when I do what works for me and I think it's working, then it keeps working. But what they don't see is the missed potential of stepping out of that box. I've done it this way for 10 years. Well, 10 years ago, video didn't matter. Yeah, that kind of stuff didn't matter.
Yeah.
So I sympathize with the hesitancy that you have to fight. But I think that as you see more and more people, and part of it's got to be, well, you sit there and watch everybody else's. Why do you think people won't watch yours? And that's kind of part of the hurdle that you have to get them over. Tell me some of the stuff without, again, no company secrets or client secrets, but some of the stuff that you've done for agents to help them.
Oh, okay. Well, we do, for cities, we'll do city spotlights for towns. We'll go in different areas and showcase businesses. And for individual clients, it's based on their need, whatever they're trying to achieve. We've done in-house training videos for banks and corporations like that. And we've done personal branding for agents and real estate. And we just do whatever, like I said, whatever they need, we're available. We'll brainstorm it. We'll figure out how we can make it happen, and we'll do it. So
then back to real estate, you could actually, if they wanted it, or you could showcase, again, a company.
Yes.
Here's our company. Here's our market share. Here's what we do.
Absolutely.
And get that out there. And sometimes that it's about the best bang for your buck, so to speak, not to be trite, but you can sit down and do all this stuff, but you're not making money when you do that. If you're selling real estate and you hire someone to do that for you, then you're making money and putting your money to work for you. So it's a great idea if you can get more people to buy into it, because it's can you be making money? Can you be making money or cutting grass? I don't make any money cutting the grass, but if I'm selling real estate, I'm making money so I can pay someone to cut the grass.
Yeah.
And it's one of those kind of things where it's hard to convince people because I've been doing it this way. I've always cut my own grass. I don't need somebody to cut my grass.
And again, the everyone has a phone. So if you're...
And that's where the majority of people are looking at Facebook and YouTube.
Absolutely. They're not, even at stoplights, they're looking at their phone. They're not looking at the billboard.
Maybe you should do a public service video about that. Don't look at your phone at the stoplight.
Don't look at your phone.
But you're right. And that's where most of the numbers we see, it's all mobile use.
Right.
It's not even sitting in front of their laptops anymore. It's their phone, their tablet, whatever they have with them when they're sitting on the bus, when they're sitting on the train, when they're sitting at Starbucks. Yep. They're on it. You watch the panic when you walk into a Starbucks and say, "Oh, sorry, the Wi-Fi's down." People leave.
You're right.
I'm not here for the coffee. I'm here for the Wi-Fi, the free Wi-Fi. We had for a while. I don't know if it still is or not, but the whole east end of Charleston, it wasn't great signal strength, but they had free Wi-Fi. Right. All you had to do is be in that area. So it's there's no way. It's kind of like I always say. The internet's not a fad. It's not going away, and so you can either be a part of it or not be a part of it. What you do. Do you think that? Have you ever done anything, this is just out of curiosity, where one of the things that we talk about, again, it's GRI, but creating your brand and creating your expertise by bringing other experts to the table. In other words, the real estate agent isn't the focal point of the video, but instead sort of like you and I are doing, but brings in, say, a home inspector or a lender or a stager, anything like that, to say, not only do I know how to sell your property, but I know the people that we need to know to sell your property.
You want to be that credible source.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes.
So with that, I mean, any final thoughts? Anything you want to say or talk about that convince people that this is something they need to do?
It absolutely is something that they need to do, and I would be more than happy to talk with anyone who is interested in personal branding, marketing themselves, or just to figure out kind of what they need to do for a game plan. Filmatics is wonderful in that aspect, and I'm readily available. So yeah, reach out to me.
Great. Thank you very much, Chris. We hope you enjoyed this edition of WVAR Briefing about videos, and as you start into your video career, post them on our Facebook page. Let's take a look at what you're doing out there.